How do? Welcome back. Well, today I'm going to be tasting, and I'm ready for it. I've just been in the garden doing some planting and it's still red hot, and I think it's going to be all week, so that's good, an early summer. I'm tasting, as you can see in the title, the wheat beer that Pierre from Simple Homebrew kindly sent to me as a Christmas present, but I waited to brew it until it's like spring summer weather, because that's the season for wheat beers. So it was in the fermenter for 2 weeks, good 2 weeks, and it's been in the bottles now for 2 weeks, and they are rock solid, and I think it's a gusher. I tried one yesterday, and yeah, it's a gusher. So I'm going to be a bit careful when I open this. There also wasn't a lot of head on it. Just do it gentle. Oh, here it comes. If I'm quick, I think I can do it. I don't think this one is as bad, actually. There we go. Look at that. Oh, this is a much better beer than the one yesterday. The one yesterday was a real gusher, and it had no head at all. It was really highly carved, but no head. Whereas this, well, it's like a wheat beer. I used to have a wheat beer glass. It was a Grolsch wheat beer glass, because in the Netherlands, Grolsch brew a lot more than just the Pilsner. But it broke, so I'm using my Asahi lager glass. And it smells very much like a wheat beer. A little bit fruity, like a banana. Clove, a little bit of spice like a pepper. Not smelling much malt though. So let's dive in and see if I can taste it. That's nice. Oh yes. Just what I needed on a hot day after working in the garden. It's not bitter, as you would expect. This style isn't bitter. And the flavour really does sort of follow the nose. But there is malt there. There's a nice light malt backbone, like a biscuity sort of malt. And then there's a little bit of an orange. I don't think, not orange, banana. I don't think there's as much in the flavour than on the nose. And then you get the clove and you get the pepper and spice. That is nice. That's a really good example of a Bavarian wheat beer. It's a beautiful colour as well, slightly hazy, which is again keeping with the style. It's a beautiful golden colour. I'm enjoying that. Thanks, Pierre. Cheers. And I'll enjoy the rest of the 35 bottles or whatever it is I've got. I'm really happy though that this wasn't a gusher. It's a nice head to it. So it looks like, maybe because I put it in the fridge, it's been in the fridge overnight. Maybe that solved that gushing problem. The one I had yesterday, it was really only in for about an hour or two. That is a really nice beer. Mangrove Jacks, well done. Bavarian wheat beer. I've got something else to show you as well. You know, a few videos ago I made my salami. Sorry. And I said there was one nearly ready. I hoped it was going to be ready last week for when I did the video, but it just needed a few more days, and it did. But it's ready now, so I can show you after this is about a month, 5 weeks, what they look like. Now mine's pointed at the top because I had mine hanging up like that, so of course all the weight has gone down to the bottom, and you're left with this pointy top. If you have them lead down in the fridge, you don't obviously get that. Also, I forgot to mention, when these are in the fridge, and especially if you're just laying them down, make sure they're on a rack so that air can circulate all the way around. Place them apart. They shouldn't be touching at any time during the process. Even when they're fermenting, keep them separate. And don't pile stuff on, you know. Don't have these in the fridge and then you stick some cheese on top and some lettuce or whatever. They really need just to be on their own in the fridge on a rack. If you've got one of those shelves that are racks in the fridge, that's fine. Or you'll have to use something like a baker's cooling rack. Just put that on a shelf and then just put the salamis on that. But then don't crowd them. Give them a lot of room so the air can circulate all around them and they will dry evenly. So with that said, shall we have a taste? I think so. I've got my biltong slicer here, but I use it for salamis as well. So first of all, I'm going to cut into this and then show you what it looks like inside. There we go. There it is. There's my salami. Again, this was made using supermarket pre-made mince, so you can see it's actually quite uniform in appearance. If you used a leaner cut of pork to make the mince and then you had to add back fat or your pork belly, what you will find is that there'll be lumps, big lumps of fat. But this is using a 20% fat mince, pre-made in the supermarket, and so you get this much more even look to them. Let's slice it open and we'll see what it tastes like. Tastes bloody lovely. It's exactly the same recipe. You've got the heat from the chilies. We didn't add a lot of chili. Half a teaspoon of chili flakes, half a teaspoon. I used medium hot chili powder. But you could really get in the heat from that. And of course there was 2 teaspoons of pepper. A teaspoon of ground black pepper, a teaspoon of black peppercorns. Oh, that's nice. That really is. I'm going to have another slice. In fact, I'm going to have a few more slices and eat these with my Bavarian wheat beer. Oh, peppercorns in that one. Ooh. Mm. I'm going to have a nice afternoon. Hope you have a great afternoon as well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.